It's Oscar season, and on the show tonight, I've got a two-time Academy Award winner, and he's been nominated for another one. But who's going to chat to him?
And the winner is...
Excited. Look, actually excited. Intense excited.
Graham Norton.
He didn't win. Hey, it's on the show! So many people to thank. It just means so much to be nominated. People like you. Hey, welcome on, welcome all. We have an amazing lineup for you tonight. Hollywood superstar Denzel Washington is on the show. I know. Brilliant young actor Nicholas Hoult is here. Top comic Bill Bailey is on the show. And we'll have music from the amazing Connor Maynard. I know, good, right? Good. Oh, I am delighted to welcome Nicholas Hoult onto the show. Now, do you remember him as the star of About a Boy? Do you? Oh, look at that. Who is the best boy? Oh, I am. Oh, dear. Here he is in his latest film. Yes, mothers, they do grow up. Actually, that's Nicholas playing a zombie in his new film, Warm Bodies. The film poses a big question. Could a beautiful woman ever fall in love with a lumbering, brain-dead zombie? Well... I'm so excited to be meeting Denzel. Something so cool and sexy about a man named after an American city. You know, Denzel Washington, Joaquin Phoenix, Johnny Vegas. I believe that's called a roll top. Yeah. Denzel's new film is called Flight. Now, he plays a pilot who has a drink and drug problem. Imagine traveling at 500 miles an hour while you're off your face on drugs. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The jersey's yellow, urine green. As always, a delight to have Bill Bailey back on the show. As you know, Bill is a huge animal lover. He's campaigned for all sorts of creatures. Baboons, bears, even horses. Let's get some guests on! Later, we'll be having music from Connor Maynard. But first, here's a male action report getting. It's Bill Bailey! There's something about the boy, it's Nicholas Hoult! Oh! Hello, sir! Very nice to see you. Good to see you. Hi, very well. Sit yourself down. Nicholas Hoult, everybody. And he's cleared for landing on my sofa. It's Denzel Washington! Hello, sir. Lovely to see you. Sit yourself down there, too. Washington. I know.
That was it.
Now, this is so rubbish. We should have confirmed this. I was calling you Denzel. Is that correct?
Actually, it's Denzel.
Oh, no, is it really?
Yeah, but...
So was your dad Denzel?
Well, he was Denzel. And... yeah. And I'm Denzel Jr. So my mother started calling me Denzel, just so, you know, she'd say Denzel, and we both would show up.
Oh, I see.
So she started calling me
pronunciation
Denzel.
Thing. Yeah.
But now you've... But you've gone back to... So you're Denzel now?
No, I'm Denzel.
No, is that what I'm saying? Denzel.
Denzel. No, Denzel.
That's all we have time for. But it was lovely to meet you all. No, seriously, Denzel.
Denzel.
Denzel, I'm right.
Denzel.
It is Denzel. Okay. No, it's not the only opening. Because, Nicholas, your middle name is quite a mouth. What is it?
Caraddock.
Caraddock?
Yeah, it's Welsh. It means the beloved one.
Does
I
it
didn't pick
really?
it. Yeah, no, it does.
People in Wales watching television now laughing at you. It's lovely. It's lovely.
You know, it's good for my email address. Oh, I shouldn't say that probably. That's gone.
And I'm guessing Bill Bailey isn't your real name.
No.
No.
No, it's Mark was the name I was... Yes, there's no pronunciation problems. It's straight. No, I was christened Mark, but there's an old jazz standard song called Won't You Come Home, Bill Bailey. Yeah. So, from a very early age, I was known as Bill, and that's just kind of nickname.
But then when it came to your son, it's hard to choose names, I think.
It is.
It's very hard to choose names. So your son, you went quite a specific name.
Yes, Dax. Yeah. It's a punchy name.
Yeah.
You know, not a, you know, not a... I mean, you know, it's a...
Did you make it up?
No. You know, it's a... I just made it up. Got some Scrabble letters and...
Give me a vowel.
Oh, what have I got here? Oh, no. Well, it's Klingon for you. No. A lot of people think that I chose it because it's a name in Star Trek, in Deep Space Nine. There's a parasitic slug called Dax. What? And a parasitic slug, a symbiont, you know. And a lot of people, because I'm a bit of a science fiction fan, they always sort of think that, you know, it's not that at all. It's an old French name. Actually.
Very nice it is.
Thanks very much.
Now listen, very, 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 very exciting. Oscar nominated for your new film Flight. Congratulations. Yes. It's an amazing, you know, 6th nomination.
Yes.
You've won twice.
Yes.
When you get the call this time round, is it as exciting or is it kind of...
Well, it's not like the first time. I mean, the first time you know, went crazy, but it's still an honor, great honor.
Who are you going to go with?
Actually, I think I may be going by myself. My wife is doing a play in New York.
Should we have a competition? Kendall, by the way. Shut up. So your wife's in a play?
Yeah, she's doing a play. So
you're just going by yourself?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'd take my mother or something.
Because you took your mother before, didn't you?
Yeah, and my wife.
Together?
Yeah.
Well, that was a brave move. Because I don't know where you told this. You were telling a story about it's a classic mother. Mothers are obsessed, aren't they, by centerpieces?
Oh yeah.
Wherever they go, they love a centerpiece.
Yeah. So the governor's ball afterwards is a big dinner, and they had these big centerpieces, and she started talking about how beautiful it was, and I could see where she was going. I don't know if I had won that year. I don't know if I carried out the Oscar or the centerpiece or both. but I did carry out the centerpiece. I did. He's like, grab that, son. Mom, not taking. She says, what's a waste? Beautiful flowers, so I'm walking out.
It is a weird thing that mothers are so sad. They really are.
My mum, we went to that Elton John ball thing. She came out with placemats, a pile about this high. I left her there. I went home because I had to work the next day. She was there till 3 o'clock in the morning and came home, a massive...
Placemats?
Yeah. She's stolen little kettles and teapots.
Yeah. You know that thing about your email address? Again, probably shouldn't be telling this story. Listen, we're here to talk about Flight, and your performance in it is phenomenal.
Thank you.
It's extraordinary. You can so see why you got nominated for the Oscar.
Thank you.
Tell us about your character. Tell us about the story.
He is a pilot who has a bit of a drinking problem, and there's a potentially catastrophic problem with the plane, and he crash lands the plane and then is considered a hero, but he really starts spiraling downward with more and more drink, and people don't know about it, and he's a mess, and it's comedy.
Ryan. You sold it now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
you need to know.
Yeah. So, as you say, you play the pilot, and the director, Robert Zemeckis, he's talking about how prepared you were, because you did all the flights. Didn't you do flight simulators?
Yeah, we got in flight simulator. That was great. I wish I could take one of those home. You know, we went to Delta Airlines, and they allowed me to get into flight simulators and kind of do mock takeoffs and virtual, you know, takeoffs. And didn't need to land because we crashed the plane.
Of course, yeah.
Didn't have to practice the landing.
And how confident? Like, could you fly a plane now?
No.
No?
No.
Really?
No. I'm just pushing buttons like I know, like I think I know. But...
And this is one of these films. They will never show this in in-flight entertainment, will they?
I don't think so. I don't think so, no.
But have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it before getting on a flight. Literally a couple of hours before getting on a flight.
It
wasn't a good move. I was trying to see if I could find the pilot.
You can fly. It's still safe. Go see the movie and then catch a flight.
Well, look, we've got a clip. If you are going on holidays tomorrow, perhaps look away. This is Denzel in charge on the fateful flight.
This is Southjet 227. We're in an uncontrolled dive. We got a jam stabilizer or something.
Oh, Lord, we're coming out of 7,000. I see nothing but houses.
When I say I want you to retract the flaps, retract the gear, trim us nose down, okay?
Trim down? What are you going to do?
Margaret, when I tell you I want you to push these forward, full throttle, can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, when I tell you...
Wait, sir, what are we doing? Why would I trim down?
We're going to roll it, okay?
What do you mean, roll it?
We got to do something to stop this dive. Margaret, what's your son's name?
Trevor.
Say I love you, Trevor.
What?
The black box, say I love you, Trevor.
I love you, Trevor. You be a good boy. Mommy loves you.
Okay, here we go. I've got control.
Oh, Lord.
All right, Evans, flaps.
Flat.
Speed brakes.
Speed brake.
Margaret, power. Gear up.
Gear up.
Good clip.
If you want to see the whole movie, it's out on the 1st of February, so a couple of Fridays' time. And you actually did that. I mean, they rolled the whole thing.
Well, I mean, not in the air, but...
No,
on the
that
stage.
would be excessive.
That would be excessive. But you can do that. You can actually turn a plane over and fly it upside down for a short period of time. One can do that.
Okay.
He's not any of us. One could.
Yeah, with a drink taken.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they do that. Yeah, Ryanair do that when they want to get a bit... when they want to get a bit more change out of your pocket.
Now, as I say, your performance is really terrific. And by the way, I don't think I said good luck. Good luck at the Oscars.
Thank you.
But the thing that impressed me most as a drinker is you do hangovers really, really well. They're very good. You know, that kind of... Yeah. I really felt it. Because acting drunk, I mean, how did you prepare to act drunk?
Well, you don't want to act drunk. You want to act like you're not drunk. You are drunk, so you're trying to act like you're not, instead of just, you know, staggering around. He was pretty lucid, you know, which was even more frightening. I mean, he's drunk flying the plane.
And I heard you talking about you watched people on YouTube to see how drunks behave. Is that right?
Yeah, you can YouTube drunks. you can. You just YouTube drunks, and there's one guy who takes about 10 minutes to put one shoe on.
Oh, actually, well, we read about that. We found that.
You found that?
We found that. We also found a guy, I think he's leaving an Aldi, right? And he has to go through a sliding door, okay? Here he is. So, doing well. First one, not a problem. Not a problem. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm nearly out. I'm nearly out. Now, we have the one you talked about, the guy with... I think this is the one. The one with the sand... Is it a sandal?
Yeah, he's trying to put a sandal on.
He's trying to put a sandal on at some festival. Here he is.
Here he is.
Yeah, well, this should be easy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, no. Just eyes. Right. Oh, no,
Nice.
It's like the story of the Good Samaritan. Yeah, it's like, there you go.
This poor guy.
Oh, he's getting an arm. There you go. Now just if you just stand up. There you go, guy. Oh, you're all good. Oh. Hello, ladies.
Right over to the ladies.
Yeah, hello, ladies.
That was my favorite one.
Because Nicholas, in Skins,
Yeah.
You kind of mixed up the acting drunk and being drunk a bit, didn't you?
I did once, yeah. It was the first time I had to do a sex scene. And obviously fairly nervous.
Obviously, yes.
So I had a little drink beforehand.
When you say a little drink...
I had 2 glasses of champagne and a vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's very difficult, though, when you have, you know, the director's there and he's, like, you know, trying to encourage you to fake climax.
What time of the day was this?
This was 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's hard.
Oh, that's very
Tricky.
difficult. Yes. Yeah.
Have you ever had to...
That was me doing it then.
That was it?
Yeah.
It was just a nice surprise.
That's it.
Unexpected.
Didn't expect that.
Those acting drunk is, I think it is a hard thing.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's easy to overdo it and do the cliche, the slurring and the... you really, because when you are actually drunk, you're not actually... You're enhanced, you know, you're a bit louder, you're a bit... but I actually heard this once, it happened to me, where I went to a party and I left with the wrong jacket. And it was a guy who I knew, Peter, he had the same leather jacket. So we both left. I went, oh, wait, I see a problem here. Brilliant, I've got a way out of this. I'll phone my phone with his phone and leave a message, and he'll get it, and then we'll meet up and get the jackets. So I thought I was being really clever, and I thought I'd left a message. Hello, Peter, Bill here. Yes, I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding with the jackets. If we meet up in a couple of days, we'll be able to sort this out. Cheerio, goodbye. And then, about a week later, I heard my own voice on the voicemail of my own phone, and it was just, Peter, 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 there's a jacket! Like, for about 10 minutes, I was, we should all hear that once in our lives. Not me, obviously.
Now, Denzel, you're always in great shape, but in this movie, I couldn't help but notice, slightly, he's gone to seed a horrible thing to say.
You know, I put on a...
It was intentional. I'm not just going to insult the man. He was acting. Yeah, you tried.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're one of the first scenes in the movie, I'm with this young lady, and we're naked, and
you're selling more and more tickets as a very good
so
job.
I let it all hang out, we'll say. You know, he just... He's not working out. He's.
But are you one of those people? Are you one of those annoying people who finds it hard to put on weight?
No. No. I can put on weight real easy. And in fact, for the movie, basically what I did was I would eat at midnight. You know, have a big meal at midnight.
Oh, delicious.
Oh, delicious. I loved it.
Oh, going to bed full. There's nothing better.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm Irish, because of the famine. I always think I'm afraid I might starve to death in the middle of the night.
Get a few carbs in.
Yeah.
At midnight.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I read a story about when Tom Hanks had to lose all the weight in Philadelphia.
Right.
You were quite mean to him, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, it was extreme. I mean, he was eating only like 800 calories a day, and he went way down. So we would do. He was really, really skinny in the scenes in the courtroom. So I would like leave candy bars, and you know, I would like sneeze and 500 almond joys, or you know, I was like, having pizzas delivered to him. Yeah, he thanked me when he won the Oscar.
In terms of physical transformations, Nicholas Hoult, we've seen you gone from boy to man and now to zombie, because you play a zombie in Warm Bodies.
Yeah.
And it's a sort of new genre. It's sort of rom-com.
Yeah, they've blended them all together.
I thought of that. So tell us about the story a little bit.
I play a zombie
Yep.
who feels a little bit trapped, and he's unhappy being a zombie. He wants to feel alive again. And then, poor guy.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, he's very
Most of them do.
self-deprecating. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he doesn't want to eat brains, you know, he has to, and whatever. But then he sees, out hunting one day, he sees this Julie character played by Teresa Palmer, and instantly just falls for her, basically. And she's the catalyst for him starting to change and become human. But he also eats her boyfriend's brains. So it's kind of this weird thing where he eats her brains, and then in this film, the zombies eat the brains and they relive the people's memories.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anyway, so Warm Bodies opens on the 8th of February. This is a clip, and it's kind of setting up the whole idea of you being a zombie in your zombie world.
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life? I'm so pale. I should get out more. I should eat better. My posture is terrible. I should stand up straighter. People would respect me more if I stood up straighter. What's wrong with me? I just want to connect. Why can't I connect with people? Oh, right. It's because I'm dead. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I mean, we're all dead. This girl's dead. That guy's dead. That guy in the corner is definitely dead. These guys look awful. I wish I could introduce myself, but I don't remember my name anymore. I mean, I think it started with an R, but that's all I have left. I can't remember my name, or my parents, or my job, although my hoodie would suggest I was unemployed.
I like the zombie walk, too.
The zombie walk is very good.
Yeah.
And they filmed it all in, is it Montreal?
Yeah.
And why did they go to Montreal?
They're really accommodating in Montreal. I mean, and also there's Mirabel Airport, which is closed down, disused, and the old Olympic Stadium as well. There's loads of places which are just abandoned, basically.
How great.
We could go in there and just...
Yeah, it's in Montreal. It sounds lovely. Yeah. And they speak French. This gets better and better. East London's thinking, oh, one day we'll have zombie films made. Oh, we're lucky. And now, in terms of an acting talent, obviously, you know, so Denzel's in a movie, he's playing a pilot, he's studying drunk people on YouTube. How does an actor prepare to play a zombie?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what we did. We watched a lot of zombie films, and then it was just kind of that thing of, it's kind of being really hungover. That's what I kind of thought about a lot of the time, just that feeling when you wake up and you know, you can't really talk, you're groaning, you feel terrible. And I tried not to blink a lot, because I thought zombies probably wouldn't blink.
Of course,
which was
yes.
a bad decision. There were some long scenes. And the difficult bit is the zombie run. Because then, like, zombie walking, you just kind of slow shuffle. But Teresa's a really quick runner. And there's a few scenes where we're running around, and I'm trying to keep up, but in a zombie fashion. And I just...
You gotta show us.
I look like an idiot.
You gotta show us.
No, come right, do the zombie run.
Do the zombie run.
Where should I go?
Okay, anywhere.
Oh, man, I can't believe I'm doing this. I haven't done it in a little while. I'll do it along
Okay,
here.
do it along, okay.
All right.
Okay. And zombie stairs
Do you want
as
to
well.
chase you to get you a bit of...
Yeah, you come up and say... You ready?
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Set.
Action!
That was actually really good.
We really lost you.
That was action.
But the staring does sound really horrible. Like, did you genuinely not blink?
I think I blinked once, but that's later on when he starts to get more human. But I was wearing contact lenses, which actually really helps for not blinking.
That was just a choice you made, or is that something? I mean, is that?
Yeah, it was a dumb choice I made when I was speaking to the director one day, and I was like, I don't think zombies would really blink. They don't need to do that. And he was like, yeah, okay, cool, give it a shot. And I'd sit there maybe in the middle of the scene, and I'd be looking, I'd be like, oh man, my eyes are hurting so much. But yeah, it kind of maybe worked.
Oh, should we try? You've got 2 Oscars. You don't have to do this. Let's.
We're doing a staring contest.
Let's do a staring thing.
Oh, I'm in it. I'm in.
Oh, you're in. Oh,
I'm in.
are you really competitive?
This is the best staring contest.
I'm already.
Can I just say,
no blinking, right?
I sort of already know Denzel's going to win this. Denzel, you're staring into camera 5.
Okay.
Bill's on 4. Nick's on 7.
Okay.
And I have a range of cameras. All right. Okay, don't start yet. Hang on. Okay, here we go. So, 3, 2, 1, stare.
I blinked.
Oh, you know, well done. Very good.
Tearing up.
Oh, they're still going. I gave up. Oh, he's good.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. There's no blinking. Nicholas Holmes, our winner. Very good. You're good. You are very good at that. And here's the amazing thing. You've been in so many things about a boy skins, X-Men, a single man. But yet, here's the interesting thing. Denzel, guess what year Nicholas Hoult was born in?
1984.
89. You have an Oscar as old as him.
That's right. 89, so that makes you
23.
23.
Yeah.
Oh, because
I have underwear older than you.
no, because the first time we really saw you was in About a Boy, and it's weird because you are recognisable. There's another shot of you. Oh, there. That just looks like you. Yeah. Apart from the pudding bowl. Because how old were you in that movie?
I was 11 when we did that, yeah.
So that must have been hard as an 11-year-old walking around with that hair.
I mean, I had pretty embarrassing hair beforehand, so...
Oh, okay.
It was kind of...
Is that how you got the part?
Yeah.
And then you, on the other hand, is extraordinary because since kind of St. Elsewhere and Cry Freedom, you don't seem to have changed at all.
No, I just, you know, good genes. My mother is 90.
Wow.
And, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, this won't play in the States. Yeah, it does play in the States.
And you know she'll see it.
Oh, she'll see it, and I'll hear about it, too. I'll hear about it, but...
Oh, yeah, by the way, if you want to take that...
I'll cheer her up.
From the blood.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Whoa! You still got it. You still got it, Denzel. You still got it.
Eyes on the fruit.
Well, we found a level.
Because, Bill, what age were you when you discovered your look? if you know what I mean.
Where are you going with this, Graham?
Well, no, because you've always looked like this as long as I've known you.
I've always looked like this, yeah.
Yes.
I'm rocking, it's called a skullet. I've always been hairy since a child.
I'll get to you, Denzel, on this topic.
I've got a lot of hair. Yeah, I was just like a tribble, you know, when I was a kid, and it stopped me having having tattoos because I really wanted a tattoo, you know, like when you're like a rite of passage, and I was a teenager. I was very hairy, and the tattooist, I went and said, "Could I get a tattoo?" And he looked at all the hair and he said, "Well," he said, "the only thing that would make sense on you is something you'd glimpse in a dense forest." You know, so, you know, I had like a panther trapped in a thicket, you know. Help me! Woodman's cottage, you know, that sort of thing.
But here's the thing. So, very hairy, but also a lover of nature.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you're saying there's some kind of link there.
Well,
maybe.
It could be. Yeah. Because you've just finished making a documentary for the BBC.
Yes.
And this is a fascinating story, and I didn't know it.
Okay.
Follows in the footsteps of the naturalist Alfred Russel Wallace.
Yeah.
Now, apparently very important, but I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I wanted to make this film, was because nobody's heard of him. And he is probably the greatest naturalist of the 19th century, perhaps one of the greats of all time. And he was a Victorian explorer who travelled throughout what is today modern Indonesia and Singapore, Malaysia. And it was the Malay archipelago then. And he travelled throughout this entire archipelago for 8 years, pretty much on his own. And he collected thousands of specimens, he discovered thousands of new species. He made an enormous contribution to the to natural history and our knowledge of the natural world. And crucially, he came up with a theory of evolution, independently of Darwin, in 1858. But since Wallace's death in 1913, his memory's kind of been lost. And it's Darwin that everyone knows.
And what's weird is because, you know, now you've just done this travelling around this area, and it's still not an easy area to travel around. So back then, I mean...
Yeah, you think in the 1850s, he was travelling through jungles, up rivers that no Europeans had ever travelled, discovering species, seeing birds of paradise, all these amazing sights that no European had seen. And he was doing this on his own, with no mobile phone, no anti-malarials, nothing, you know, just a few Victorian, you know, jars, a couple of butterfly nets, and, you know, and a sort of and a determination.
Well, we've got a clip of you going down one of those rivers and seeing some of the species.
Okay. These are proboscis monkeys, and they're found only here on Borneo. And they're known locally as Monyet Orang Putih, which means white man monkey. Which I have to say I'm slightly offended by. Less than flattering comparison. With their huge noses, gouty demeanours, pale faces, and permanent state of arousal. Rather like large sections of the English aristocracy.
Is it the Chinese that were fascinated by them?
Well, my guide, Eric, who took me up the river, he said that he took a party of Chinese guys up the river, and they were fascinated by the fact these monkeys had a permanent erection. And, you know, the Chinese are very fond of their, you know, their sort of medicines and their natural patterns. So they were saying, basically, I want some of what the monkeys had, you know? And so he tried to persuade them that it's really poisonous because they eat, you know, young sort of leaves and unripe fruit. But these Chinese guys just ate all this stuff, thinking, "Come on, some natural Viagra," and they all just were violently ill and nothing happened. But
so it's just because of their diet?
It's the diet, yeah. Yeah, they have this. And also.
You're young. You're young.
Just got to pick the right fruits. Okay. No.
That'll help. But you talk about China a lot in your tour, Quam Peddler.
Yes.
Which, what a tour. It starts 26th of April, and you've just added an extra 41 dates.
Yes.
Later in the year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they've all selling out.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But you talk about your travels in China.
Yeah, that's right. I'd spent about a month in China earlier last year, and it's a place it's hard to like sometimes because it's a place where there's little compassion, I have to say. You know, and we went to an industrial part of southern China, Guangdong, and there's a lot of Chinese restaurants, obviously. There's China, you know, as you can imagine.
It's so popular.
It's so popular. We went to this Chinese restaurant, and this is one of the most it was a very surreal thing. We went to the Chinese restaurant, and like a lot of restaurants, Chinese restaurants, there's things in tanks. But, you know, crabs, lobsters, all that thing. Then there were some other things slithering around. You know, snakes, lizards, to be eaten on the menu, right? And then, and I kid you not, there was an owl in a cage on the menu, right? That was just there, waiting to... You could pick something out. All have a prawn and an owl. Right? I was thinking, this is the stuff they've got on display. You know, thinking, what have they got, like, you know, behind... You know, they got like a, you know, like a Bigfoot or something back there, a phoenix, you know? That'd be actually quite tricky to cook, wouldn't it? So, so what we did was we negotiated with them and said, can we buy this owl? And then, of course, there was a lot of toing and froing in Mandarin. Eventually, they said, yeah, all right. And there was all laughter then. It was like these crazy Westerners want a takeaway owl, you know, so... They wrapped this owl in sellotape, all right? And
you're kidding?
No, they wrapped it in sellotape. They put it in a cardboard box, right? And they handed it to us, and we said, thanks very much, and drove off. And we sort of indicated with a phrase, take us to a wood, a forest, somewhere we can release the owl. And the owl, by the way, now was really, really angry. Very, very angry. And so At this point, we're in a wood, a forest, at dusk, right, with this really angry owl wrapped in sellotape. And I'm thinking, this is when you meet your school's kid's headmaster. You know what I mean? Like, you meet someone you know from school. They go, what are you doing? Oh, it's not what it seems. It's Bill Oddie's birthday party or something. So, anyway, right, I then had to say to the Chinese taxi driver, right, you hold the talons while I cut the sellotape off the beak with these nail scissors. Right? Now, there is not a phrase book in the world. But we did it. We cut it free and we let it go. And it flew off into the woods. So...
Beautiful.
I know.
You're a hero. We're about to have music, but very quickly, I must just ask you, because famously you're good friends with President Barack Obama.
Well, not like
you are.
Talk every day or something. You know.
He's busy. He's so tied up.
Yeah.
But see, you're all friends. Okay,
yeah.
You're sharing a joke.
Yeah.
Like friends.
We were talking about owls.
But he's doing his re-inauguration. Is it next Monday? That's happening.
I'm not sure.
Oh, so you're not going?
No.
You went to the first one, though, didn't you?
I did go to the first one.
We've got a picture of you at the first one. Now...
Yeah. Now, my wife. the event started at, like, I don't know, 1 o'clock. That was like 7 in the morning. And so she said that, you know, we got to make sure we get seats. We got to get seats.
You are in the front row.
Yeah. We actually, they were like, we had orange tickets. They had different colored tickets. And I had done all this stuff in the inauguration and made the speeches and all this stuff for the president. And they give me these seats that are like 30 rows back. I said, oh, no. I'm moving up. So I moved up front, and that's me waiting for my family to get there.
Because where is your wife? Is she just...
Like, she's in a warm bed, you know. Yeah, no, I was actually there about 3 hours too early.
So have you put that paper down to save a seat for her?
Yeah,
that's taken. That is taken. Right, it is time for music now. And 2013, this is going to be an amazing year for this guy. Performing his new single, Animal, please welcome Conor Maynard!
For a girl that was here, but now she's gone. Felt so good, even though she did me wrong. She knows what I want, but she's bad for me. She gets what she wants when she's touching me. I should've known better, but she took my self-control. Yeah, you can say my heart like a criminal. Won't you make me believe I'm the only one? Here we go. So grab me by the neck and don't you ever let go. Mess me up so good until I'm begging for more. You take me apart like an animal, like an animal. I know I'm getting close from the trail of broken hearts. Hope she's coming back to finish what she started. I never see the cross until she's touching me. She's holding me so tight, it's getting hard to breathe. I'll never win again, but it feels too good to care. You ready? You can take like a criminal. Won't you make me believe I'm the only one? So grab me by the neck and don't you ever let go. Mess me up so good until I'm begging for more. You'll tear me apart like an animal, like an animal. Take me to the dark and don't you ever let go. Like it when you treat me like an animal, yeah. Take me to the dark and don't you ever let go. Don't you ever let go. Like it when you treat me like an animal. Don't you ever let go. Take me to the dark and don't you ever let go. I
to meet you. Nice to meet you, mate.
Oh.
Very nice to meet you.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Actually, Denzel, guess what year Connor was born in?
The 90s.
Yep. 92.
92.
92.
Wow.
So sorry.
Yeah, even Nicholas was working by then.
No, I genuinely was.
Yeah, you were, weren't you? Yeah, you were doing ads and stuff. So that's the new single, and it's off the album Contrast.
Yes.
Which is available now. And Animal, the new single, that's out on the 21st of January.
Yes.
Am I correct? Am I correct?
Yep, that's all perfect.
Yeah. Obviously, you've done really well here, but now is 2013 the year when you try to really break? You're taking America seriously?
Well, yeah, I literally just got back from America, actually. I've been over America promoting the album. It's hard. It's a massive market, so it is difficult. But, you know, if you've got the drive, then it's kind of you've got to. It's something that I dreamed about when I was younger. So for me, it's about trying to get that.
You can't say when I was younger.
When I was young. When I was young.
Last week, when I thought about it, it'd be something great to do.
Now, before we go tonight, there's just time for a visit to the red chair. So who have you got? Hello.
Hello.
Now, she's assumed the brace position as a pilot. She's just waiting for the oxygen. What's your name, nice lady?
My name is Florence.
Florence, lovely. And where are you from, Florence?
I'm French.
Okay, fine, that's all right. Do it. And what do you do, Florence?
I'm a PA.
To
my boss.
You walked into that one.
She annoyed me throughout. Everything about that annoyed me. Okay, we'll do another one. We'll have another one. Oh, here she is now. Hello.
Hello, evening.
What's your name?
Sasha.
Sasha. And what do you do, Sasha?
I'm a consultant dermatologist with an interest in paediatric dermatology.
Well, I did ask. If only I had a pen. Right, Sasha, off you go with your story.
So when I was 12 years old, I was invited to a school friend's sleepover. And in the middle of the night, I had the call to nature. And so in the dark, I tiptoed into the bathroom. And as soon as I hit that warm seat, I was complete flow. But a split second later, I heard behind me a bleated, "Ooh!" So I jumped up and I snapped on the light, and I saw that I'd actually sat and weed on my friend's elderly nan, who was also answering a call to nature.
Oh, she was peeing as well. Oh, it was like double-decking.
I don't know if she was...
Oh, that is quite good. You can walk. All right, well done. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go in the Big Red Day, you can. Just contact us via our website and from this very address. Thank you to my guests tonight, Connor Maynard, Bill Bailey, Nicholas Holt, and Mr. Denzel Washington. We'll be back same time next week. I'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Well, we've long searched for evidence of extraterrestrial life, and it's about to come from Anton Deck in tonight's film. Prepare for an alien autopsy next on BBC One.